morning and happy Thursday. I'm so excited it's Thursday and it is sunny outside, and that makes me feel really happy. I woke up this morning with some news that are a bit rubbish, but it's not bad. We got woken up by the noise, which I am assuming is more mice in our cavity walls and attic. Yay. There's a chance it might be birds on top of the on top of the roof. It's really hard to tell because of the way our bedroom, the ceiling is like at an angle, like, you know, the roof shape. I don't know what you call this. And whenever the birds are walking on the roof tiles, the noise it makes is very similar to the noise the mice made when they were inside the cavity wall. So it's very hard to tell what it is. Yesterday I heard a few noises which made me wonder, but then I saw birds around, so I didn't really worry. And then this morning it really sounded a lot more like a mouse. So we're gonna put traps up in the attic again, and I hope we're not gonna go back to several weeks long chase and having to sleep downstairs again and all that. But anyway, yesterday afternoon was really lovely weather-wise, and today seems to be starting off to be another nice day. Now it could change very quickly because we live in Ireland, but it's starting to feel more like spring more and more, and I'm hoping this is it. Now I'm actually going to check the weather forecast, but I've been dying to start with my garden. What I want to do first is cut the grass. Like, I don't know if you can see. No, you can't really see there. Can you see? Anyway, the grass is obviously long because it's kind of been growing. There's a lot of weeds inside, and so I kind of want to give a good cut to all the garden in the front of the house as well. And I need to empty the raised bed from last year's roots and stuff. We need to get more soil to refill it, and I haven't planned yet what I'm growing exactly, but some of the stuff I'm going to be needing to be planted like soon. As soon as the chances of frost are over, which is more than likely now, I hope. So this weekend the boys are away. If it continues like that, I will more than likely cut the grass then, and then who knows, maybe I might convince James to go to a garden center at some point. If not this weekend, maybe next weekend we can go. We'll see. But for now I'm just going to do some editing, a bit of work, some housework, because the house is starting to get a bit cluttered. And yeah, and that's about it. There's nothing really exciting planned for today. Tomorrow we are going to the hairdressers after school just for Owen, so nothing really drastic. And then you pack the bags for the boys tomorrow, because on Saturday they're going for 2 days. Yay! Sorry, I don't want to sound like a bad mother, but it's nice to get a break, I'm not gonna lie. So he's away, so that's me done for the week for that. I'm currently making dinner. Alfie is very hungry, so he's eating a bit of ham while he waits. I'm making some gnocchi for everybody. I'm going to cook them into, I have 2 packets, but I'm going to cook them in 2 batches because I find it easier to do them in a smaller saucepan. But I have too many to fit in one, so I'm going to do a first batch, give some food to the boys, and then do it. James has an appointment tonight, so he won't be home until later, so I'm going to keep his portion aside for after. Also, so it is currently 5:20, and at exactly 4:59 I realized that someone might be facing you right now completely forgot to edit the vlog of the last 3 days. What is it? Alfie, your feet are almost on the ground, come on. Sometimes he panics. I think he thinks he's like hanging from a cliff. There you go. Want to bring your food over there? I had brought this food to the living room and he wasn't happy, so he brought it all back to the kitchen. Watch what you're doing, good boy. So yeah, I don't even know what I was saying. Yes, I realized at 4:59 I hadn't even edited the vlog, so I'm kind of doing it while I'm making dinner. That's what multitasking is at its best. And yeah, Alfie's bringing all his dinner components to the coffee table. So yes, I'm doing that now, so apologies if it was late. There's no excuse, I just completely forgot. This morning I prepared everything, and I even remember saying in the vlog I'm going to edit the vlog now. Never happened. I got caught up doing other stuff and I forgot. So yeah, I'm gonna do that now and get my boys fed. Hello, it's the next day. It's actually 12:20. How do I put why I haven't vlogged? I'm going to show you the state of my living room, and I think it would be a really nice summary. La -da -da. Okay, so I've just made a decision. Basically, it's just been hectic with the boys. It's been one thing after another. The full moon is in 2 days, and I blame it on that because every time it's the same. Do you remember last week? Was it last week or the week before? When I decided to remove a massive amount of toys from the living room because Alfie was emptying everything. I don't know how I coped with the amount that was there before, because even with the amount that's still there now, which is probably a quarter of what was there before, I would say, I can't cope. So he's mainly emptying everything to get to certain toys that he plays with all the time. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to leave only one box of toys. Right now the content of everything can probably fit in two boxes, but I leave it in 3 by category, which I don't even know why I'm doing, because I end up sorting it out and within minutes he spilled it on the ground again. So all the kitchen stuff he doesn't really play with properly at the moment. He plays with the kitchen, but he drives cars on it and he hides things in the doors and all that, so he doesn't really play cooking with this thing, which will more than likely come later on if it does. If it doesn't, it's fine. So all the cooking stuff, like the pretend food and all that, I am going to be moving up to his room, and I'm only going to keep down his garage because that's what he plays with the most, with the vehicles. And he has a little dog toy with a house, like a little, it has wheels, anything that he can wheel on things. Basically he loves any vehicles and stuff like that. So I'm going to keep those, and I'm going to move even the Lego Duplo. He plays with the cars and he plays with the characters, but he doesn't play with the bricks that much, and that's a lot of things that spill on the ground that he doesn't play with. So all of this I'm going to go to his room, and I think what I'll do is that what I used to do with Owen, actually, because we had a lot less storage at the time, was that we were like rotating the toys. So we had a toy, like one day we had like the Lego Duplo box down, and because the boxes fit the storage unit in their room and the storage unit here, I was just, all the boxes at the time were all the same color, and I used to switch them around. So then, let's say for a week he had all the Lego Duplo, and then the next week he had the cars, and so on and so forth, and that really worked. So I might start doing that if I see Alfie starts to play with loads of things, but he seems to be very obsessed with vehicles at the moment, so that's what I'm going to do, because it means that there will be 2 empty boxes sitting there, but if I fill them with anything at all, he will spill it on the ground. So I'd rather have 2 empty boxes sitting there until he stops doing that thing of having to spill everything on the ground, and then do that. So I'm going to start throwing now everything. Also this morning I had to get Owen to tidy up his room, because when he plays in it, it's the same. He has like, he creates a whole Playmobil world, as he calls it. But when they play with Hugh, it is the 2 of them creating 2 worlds, and his whole room, which is a very big bedroom and he has a lot of Playmobil, is overtaken by loads of Playmobil characters standing everywhere, and armies of things and pirates and things like that. It's everywhere, and see, when you have to go to his room in the dark at night, it's dangerous. So it was just getting too much, so I told him, I gave him a massive box, and I told him to put everything in those boxes before school, and then in the afternoon we will sort through everything, because he has boxes, like he had a box with all the characters, a box with all the vehicles, a box with all the trees, a box with all the animals and all that. But it takes a long time to sort through it, so I asked him to gather everything into a big box, and then it will be easier to sort through things. Anyway, that's what I'm doing, a lot of tidying up. Also, I'm really excited because I'm actually going to make myself a gardening journal and a gardening planner. It will all be in a traveler's notebook, which I'm going to decorate with a gnome theme, as you do. But we are planning with James to tackle the garden this weekend. We are planning to cut the grass, empty the raised bed, and kind of, yeah, clean around things if we can, if the weather allows. Oh, Alfie, you're drinking too fast, baby. Hold on, I need to fill Alfie's cup filled. So, and on Sunday we are planning to go to a big garden center, which is a bit further away from us, but it's really nice, and you can have, there's like a coffee place there, which is mainly there for old people, but we are old souls, let's say. So I'm about to go to get Owen in school, and I'm gonna go with the car because we're going, sorry I'm blurry, I'm going to the hairdressers after. We are actually, oh come on, focus. there. We are actually going to change his haircut. For a long time he was very particular about having his hair to the front and then to the side. The problem is that having to cut his hair so it sits on the side, because he never wants to wear any gel, and I wouldn't put it on him unless he asks for it. The side, like that bit of his parting, is always very long compared to the rest, and it doesn't sit right whenever it's not done properly. So I managed to convince him to pick between haircuts which would, even if he doesn't have gel, sit right, so it doesn't matter whether he has gel or not. And he picked one. So we have hold on, I think I have saved a picture. I went on Google Image and typed little boy hairstyle, and this is what we came up with. This was on a website for hairstyle ideas. There you go. So it's just like all to the middle, a bit up at the front. He more than likely will have it down most of the time, but he picked it, and we're gonna go with that because it's just a lot easier to keep, to know whenever we don't want to do his hair. He has really thick hair, and I don't want to put gel in it because I feel I would have to wash it all the time because of his skin. He can't have showers every day because of his eczema, so it's not really working well that way. So after almost 2 years of that haircut, he's agreed to change. We're in the car and look who got his hair done, like a different hairstyle. Are you happy with it, Owen? Yeah. I think you look really nice. I really like this one. I actually prefer that hairstyle than the one before. What do you think?
Good.
Do you like this one?
Yeah.
Now the plan is that this little guy over here is going to go to sleep on the way home. He will, because I have far too much work for him not to sleep right now. I really need him to sleep, plus he really needs to sleep too.
Why is the other hand? I remember why the other hand is that because it's swapped around.
It is, yeah. He's talking about things on the screen there.
So it's like it's always swapped around. So think it's like you're looking at it like the other way around.
Yes.
Okay. So just pretend that in all of our episodes.
Basically, the view, we have a little screen that flips up on our camera, and I have reversed the image on our camera, so then if I show you things with text, for example, you can read it. It's not a mirror thing, so that's what he's talking about. But it takes a long time to get used to it, and then for him, when he sees it in the mirror, Alfie's sitting actually on the other side of him, which is not really the case, but it's confusing when you're not used to it. So yeah, but for you it doesn't make a difference. It's, yeah. Yeah. Yes, okay. Right, anyway, let's go home and see if our plan works, because I need to work so hard. We're home. Alfie is asleep in his bed when he's playing a game on the Xbox. It is Friday afternoon, winding down time where he can play as much as he likes. And I'm going to get started. I'm in the office, and as you can see, since before Sam came, the office is still tidy. I've been making a big effort to keep it tidy, and I'm really liking that. Because I really like to work in the office and separate work and home for me, and it's kind of my safe place in the house. It's my little corner of, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get stuck in and get some work done when I can, and yeah, hopefully I can get all these orders done now and be very pleased. I'm in the middle of working, so ignore the printer noise behind me, but I have just received my little box, and it's perfect timing because it means I can film a video of this tomorrow while the boys are away and have my video for next week done by the end of the weekend. This is, do you know what, actually, I'm going to tell you about this because lately things have been not tricky, but I feel like there was a lot of mental challenges to get over, things that were kind of testing my anxiety a lot. And I have been in a constant battle with myself to push through those things and not let them affect me ridiculously when they shouldn't, when at times they would have before. And it's been very hard to do. I'm not going to pretend it was easy. It was very difficult. But today, there was a lot of things today that seems to solve themselves, where there's like a resolution for all these little battles I have fought over the past few weeks. Today, I'm getting the proof that they were not all for nothing, and I'm getting a lot of results from them. And it seems like today everything is kind of falling into place, and it's so silly. And this last week annoyed me because I was so determined to do this as my video, and it really annoyed me I had to change my schedule. It wasn't a problem in the end because the video I did actually got some nice feedback about, and I probably wouldn't have done it for ages if it wasn't for that happening. But the fact that this arrived just now, it's like kind of, I don't know, it makes me feel nice. Anyway, I'm just going to open, see what the theme is, and I will try and be strong and not look into it until I do the video tomorrow. So this monkey had a task today. Do you want to tell what your tasks were?
Number one, I had to put all the toys in the box. I done one box the little thing and the other box the big.
Because his room was really messy, so I asked him to tidy up a bit his room this morning. Then what did you have to do? To get dressed quickly to go to school on time.
Yeah.
And then this afternoon it was a very good helper because my belly was very bad and we were in Tesco's and the buggy wouldn't fit where the bathroom was, so he minded Alfie for me in the corridor to make sure that he was happy enough when I was able to go to the toilets, which was a very big boy thing to do. And then this afternoon he was very good because he played in the living room quietly to make sure Alfie could sleep and I could work. So this morning we had told him that if he was being very good today, James would bring him a little reward, and we have decided that it's been very good, so he can have a reward. So he's about to get it now, so you can see live what he's getting.
Here you go, Owen.
What?
What do you think that is?
Why did you give me medicine?
Is that not what you were supposed to get for your surprise?
No, that's what you were supposed to get for me.
Oh.
That's what I get, my reward from Gaviscon.
Oh. Oh, I thought this was for Mummy.
Yes.
Is that not for Mummy?
It is for me.
Well,
So you can have one tonight. You can pick one, okay? Are you happy? What did you say to Daddy?
Thank you.
and say thank you to Mummy as well.
Thank you.
You happy?
Yeah.
One is down in bed, and my plan for the evening is to go into my book. This one is a very basic book that explains to you like per type of vegetables, when to plant them, how to plant them, what to look out for and stuff like that. Also I've kept like all the labels of the fruit and veg I already grew out there, like strawberries, and at the right page, so then I knew what category they were. And this is my cherry tree. And I'm just going to plan tonight what I'm growing basically, so then whenever we go to the garden center I can get what we need. Make sure I have everything. I'm going to look at when to plant what and all that. So it's done. He's awake now, but he's grumpy.
He wants chocolate and then we give it to him.
Oh yeah, he wants chocolate. He just wants chocolate all the time. And I have some little notebooks that I'm going to use in my traveler's notebook. One is like a calendar thing, but it's not dated, so it means that throughout the year I can continue to use it. I don't have to change it every year. Even if like in the winter I don't grow much, so I can just put the next month I'm growing something. I don't have to change it all the time. And then I have one which is just like note paper like this, and I can write down details about each fruit and veg, and then I will just make inserts, so like with a planner insert, so I know what to do each week. And yes, so I'm gonna do that tonight, and I'm gonna stop the vlog here. I will see you in the next vlog on Monday night, which will be a vlog of our weekend, which I hope will be nice, and we'll start to have some gardening stuff. Don't want to promise anything, as it will be and we'll have a break too. It will be depending on the weather as usual, but hopefully we can get some stuff done. So I will see you in the next vlog. Bye. James is dead.